Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another fantastic video. So if you guys have never done this before, you guys should do this because it's interesting. I want to share some findings with you guys. We recently just finished our basement, and my wife and I were going through pictures of our kids. We want to print out to put in some different frames around the basement and start decorating, and we picked a bunch of stuff out. Now, the thing about this is my wife basically picked them, and just off of a look, right? Just like of the memory and what it meant to her in different stages of our kids' lives. And we printed these off and we got them back. I thought it was really interesting to me, so I want to show you guys a bunch of stuff here. All right, this is different. I've owned a bunch of different cameras. So I'm going to go through and show you the picture and then tell you what it was shot on. I remember pretty much what each one was shot on. My daughter, Rebel T7i. My daughter and my son, Olympus EM5 Mark III. My son on the beach, EM5 Mark III. In the kitchen, Lumix G9. Against the fence, EM5 Mark II. Film, Canon AE1. Canon ADD. Let's go through the big ones, because this is what I think is kind of interesting. This big guy. Right here, my son when he's a little baby. Canon, I think it was ADD on this one, maybe T7i, but it was a Canon for sure. My son playing in the pool, Lumix GX850, the little guy, with a little 14mm 2.5 pancake on it. My dog, EM5 Mark III. My son and my daughter, iPhone. Not bad image quality, by the way. My daughter on the beach, Canon, I want to say this might be the RP. I don't remember exactly. I know it's a Canon. I think it's the RP. Lumix GX85. My daughter on the horse. Portrait of my daughter, Fuji XT3. My son playing hockey this winter, or teaching him to skate, XT3. On a vacation before he went to Founders Brewing, this was shot on GX85, Lumix GX85. G9, or maybe G7, actually. This might be a Lumix G7 with the 42.5 Panasonic lens. G9. And finally this one, Fuji XT3. Now, as you guys all know, or if you don't know, and you follow me on this channel, I've owned many more cameras than that. What I thought was interesting on this was, between the full frame camera, the micro four thirds camera, the APS-C camera, when you print them, it's really hard to tell the difference, if at all. In fact, some of the best images I have are off that Olympus EM5 Mark III, and this, I think the Olympus colors look really good. And I think what I want to make the point of this video about, or what I want to tell you guys is, what I noticed through this is, the sensor size, at least for something like this, if you're printing 8x10s for your house, and you're not like blowing them up for billboards or whatever, it doesn't make a big difference, really. Especially not on Instagram, I think we all know that. What's more important was the actual picture itself, the colors in the picture, and the composition. That's the stuff my wife liked, was the composition, the memory, the image. And the reason why most of these were shot on smaller body cameras, sans maybe like the ADD, was because I carried those cameras with me. Not one of these, and I shot more pictures on this camera than anything else, not one of these was shot on the Nikon Z6. Not because Nikon's a bad camera, not because it's a bad camera at all. It's a fantastic camera, in fact. I never carried it with me. And I'm starting to find out that this G9 I'm shooting you guys on, I'm using it mainly only for video. I'm looking at my screen right there. I love the way the image quality is in this for video. But I don't carry it with me, and that's why I have an EM10 Mark II. And I'm curious, do I go back to the EM5 Mark III? I know it's a gas problem, I told you I was done with this, but I'm noticing through this, like most pictures that I print, and this is around the house too. In fact, let me take you a little tour of my house. My son's sleeping, so I'll be quiet. Fuji XE3, Canon M6. So both of those are very small pocketable cameras. That was shot on the Sony a6300. My son's sleeping. Shh. This right here. Shot on the Sony a6300. Let's see what else. Oh, the basement. Hold on. This one right here. White balance, white balance. GX85 with a 20mm pancake. I like this picture because it's a long exposure with the water coming down, but I blew the highlights. And if I would have shot it in RAW, I would have fixed it. The highlights are kind of blown right there. Let's head into the bathroom. Right here. This guy. I don't know how that looks in the camera with all the glare. That was shot on a Fuji X-E3 as well, small, with the 23mm pancake. I guess my point of this whole thing is I'm looking around my house, and the pictures I print more are not because the camera was the best camera I had. It's because it was the camera I had on me. I know it's the old adage, which the best camera is the one you have on you, but I think that's the sweet spot. And until like I do something more professional where I need 2 card slots and redundancy and, oh, I touched the screen. Oh no, I touched the screen. Anyways, I think what I'm trying to say is, for me, I'm learning through all the pictures I'm printing, the camera that's best for me is one that can do video and be more pocketable and be smaller. I love this G9. I don't take it out of the house for this reason. I don't know. That's what I want to share with you guys. If you don't do this already, print your images and have your wife go through the ones that she likes the most, or your husband, whatever. And you might find it's probably the camera you have with you the most. It might be an iPhone, might be an Android, or might be a small little pocket camera. Not usually your big one. So, all right guys, I'll see you next time. Appreciate it. Peace.